Located in the Gunma Prefecture of Japan, the village of Kawaba is home to just 3,400 people. Nestled in the foot of the Hotaka Mountain, this small community is home to Kawaba beer. Made with 100% German ingredients while drawing on the village's natural spring water, is the Kawaba Sunrise Ale something to get up for? Find out now on Two Dudes Reviews. What up, guys? Yeah, today we got a nice Japanese beer, Kawaba Sunrise Ale. It's one of these beers that I'd never seen before, and then you're just kind of strolling around in a, one of those random higher end grocery stores because you're basically looking for beers you've never seen before, and I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. Never seen that before. So, yeah, let us crack this baby open. It looks like it is a, yeah, that's what I thought. You never know, but get this thing going. Interested what a sunrise ale is, but I mean, you know what? Nothing wrong with cracking open a beer for the sunrise. And I don't think you can see this on the you can't really see this on how the label looks with this lighting, but there's like a glossy sheen to it, kind of, and it's not just like a paper thing. There's something about it. I really like a nice label, and there's something about this that I really kind of dig. But I'm not exactly sure what the distribution of this beer is. I'll try to look it up and see if I can figure that one out for you guys. But again, I've never seen this before, and it's imported by Silk Road Wine and Spirits in California. And it is 5% alcohol by volume, in case you wanted to know. So, it's got a nice, I kind of really dig that color. It's, yeah, again, you can't really see it on, and I don't review it for the color, but it's got, especially by the light, I'm trying to get a good, yeah, you can't really see it good with your angle, but it's got this nice kind of reddish, it's almost like a rust color to it, but I really kind of like it. I mean, it is an amber, but I don't know. Let's get into the smell. Ooh, that is 100% not what I was thinking it was going to smell like. There is a very heavy malty barley aroma to it, very pronounced. It has the initial aroma of like a Belgian Christmas ale, that kind of where you, during the holidays and you get it and it's like 12% alcohol. It almost has that kind of initial smell to it. So I would not have guessed 5% just by taking in the aroma. I would have guessed something way higher by how it smells. But there's like a almost a tobacco toffee kind of thing going on. And I just reviewed Milwaukee's Best Ice, so this is completely in a different direction. In fact, I still have the rest of my Milwaukee's Best here. I just, I'll drink the rest of it, don't worry. But yeah, and there's maybe a slight hint of a molasses kind of thing going on. But I'm very intrigued by what this is going to taste like, because again, the smell is absolutely nothing what I thought it would be like. But that's totally fine. It's not like smelling really crappy and you're like, ugh, that is not what I thought it would smell like. It's actually very interesting. I'm kind of, I'm looking forward to seeing what it tastes like. So I will recommend it on, Aroma. But all right, let's get into the taste. Man, this is just like swinging curveballs all over the place. And like I said, that particular aroma that I kind of relate to Belgian Christmas ales with the significantly heavier alcohol content, since that's already what my mind's kind of playing with the aroma. That's kind of what your brain tells you that this is what it's going to taste like. And of course, since the alcohol is only 5%, it's not going to be that barley, wine almost heavy. And so it is, again, not what I thought it was going to taste like after going off of the smell. It's almost, all right, take the Belgian Christmas ales, but make a light version of it, where it's like, all right, this is 12% alcohol, this is the barley wine kind of thing going on. Now this is like the Belgian Ale Junior, where this is half the alcohol content, half the barley wine flavor. It's almost like what this is. It's I don't want to say watered down flavor of it, but there's almost like a tea kind of thing going on. Because you get a little bit of that barleyness at the beginning, and then it's gone at the back end. And it has almost more of I'm trying to think, like a green-black tea thing going on at the end. It's very, it's kind of like that, what do they say with March? In like a lion, out like a lamb kind of thing. That's almost kind of what we got going on here. You got that barley wine. I mean, it's not super overpowering or whatever, but when you first taste it, you get that kind of thing, and then it just quickly, again, not necessarily watered down, but goes to that tea flavor. And so it's a very substantially different, it's, not what I was expecting at all. You do, again, the malt, there's a maltiness at the beginning of it, but it's still rather crisp when it's like hit your tongue, and you got that malted barley kind of thing. And and there's a sharp kind of like tea drop off. It almost tastes like a layered drink, where you get that the top of it is the barley malted whatever, and then tea aroma. I mean flavor. And once you get past that, it's just tea, and it's very, very I'll say it's unusual. Like I can't say I've had anything else that's really like this before. I mean, I've had tea beers before. I was never like a giant fan. This is. It's different, but I mean it's different in a good way, as in it doesn't taste bad, and it's just unusual, where you're just kind of every sip you're trying to figure. It's almost like a Rubik's cube, which I could never do anyways, where you're trying to figure out what exactly is going on. Every sip's a little, opening it up a little. Oh, I got 2 whites in a row. Wow. And it's just you kind of figuring out a puzzle with every sip. And so I will recommend it on the taste. It's very interesting. That I'll put it like that. All right, next category is value for price, and I believe this was actually a bit more than I would generally like to spend for something like this. But a lot of the Japanese beers that aren't named Sapporo have a much higher, they cost more. There's another brand, I can't remember what it's called, but it has maybe just an owl brand, but it has, like a cartoon owl. It almost looks like the owl that you'd see in the old Tootsie Pop commercials, where it's how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll, or a Tootsie Pop, whatever. And he goes, 1, 2, 3, eats it. It's kind of like that's what the animation would look like on those other bottles. But, that's just you're definitely paying more for this. I'm trying to think. Maybe I paid like $6 for the one, so it's a little more than I generally like to pay for one. So it's worth checking out for one, but it's still it's expensive. So I'm not going to recommend it for the value for price. It is more than I'd like to pay. But all right, next category is distinction. How distinct is it? And it is very distinct. It is. It is very different. It is almost. It is not like other amber ales that I've had before. Maybe Sunrise is, maybe because Sunrise. I drink tea in the morning. My stomach can't handle the coffee yet. I got to work up to that. But maybe that's where it gets the Sunrise word for. I wonder if a Kawaba means sunrise in Japanese. I tried to do the Japanese Duolingo, the language learning app on your phone. That did not work very well. It's just, there's no crossover words if you're trying to learn like Spanish or French or Portuguese or something. You can kind of see some similarities in spelling and kind of start to piece things together. Going over to Japanese, I just didn't have the patience to do it. I was like, I'll just try to learn Spanish. But, so yeah, I wonder if Kawaba means sunrise. But yeah, that makes a little sense if you have kind of like a tea thing going on, and it's a morning beer. But I will definitely recommend it for distinction. It is unlike most beers I've had before. All right, next category is drinkability, and bubbles coming up. It's it's not super. I mean, it's not heavy. It's not super. That malted barley kind of thing going on. So you can finish one without a problem. I don't know if I'd necessarily really want one of these after that. There's only so much like green tea you can drink before you're like, all right, okay, I need something else with it. Unless I can start putting sugar in this is not. I need something else. So I'm gonna give this a half, just because I think I could drink one without a problem. But going on to a second one, I think I just kind of get like, I need a different flavor. I need something else going on with my mouth, man. So I think, yeah, I'll give it a half for that. All right, last category is would I buy it again? And the price tag is a little, that's a lot of money for one bottle. And if you go to an actual restaurant and get it, it's going to be even more than that. So now you're looking at like $8, $9, $10 at least, just for the bottle at a Japanese steak or sushi joint if they had it. And maybe as it becomes more widely available, it'll be easier less expensive. So I just like to look at this label. It's very smooth too. So I'm gonna give it a half. I'd have no problem drinking it again. I think it's very interesting. It's different, and not in a bad way. It's just the price sometimes holds you back from like. I don't know if it's different enough and good enough for me to want to drop another $6 to $10, depending on where you go, for just one of these. So, I'll give it a half on that. Alright, that is my review of Kawaba Sunrise Ale out of Japan. If you've had it before, let me know in the comments. It's coming up already. So excuse me. Let me know in the comments, and that is the review for now. So for myself and Kawaba, take it easy.